go down to a lot of...
Hello and welcome back to the channel where we talk about all things on the wrist. That's right, the Wrist Club. Today on the wrist I have my Rolex GMT Master 2 Pepsi on Oyster. It's actually my daily watch. Let me know in the comments below what you wear on a daily basis and or what you're wearing on your wrist right now as you watch this video. A huge massive shout out to all of the new subscribers. Genuinely, honestly, it warms my heart, and to every single one of you that have commented on the previous video. That honestly, it means the world and more. And it was a pleasure getting back to you all in the comments. I will probably make a video on the Q&As, even though I'm, got back to you in the comments. I'm sure many people have those same questions. So I'll bring a nice Q&A video about the Rolex OPs. But enough about that. We're here to talk about this absolute beauty over here on my left. The new Rolex Land Dweller that dropped in 2025. That's right, the first new release from Rolex since the Sky Dweller, I think maybe 13 or so years ago. And when I say new release, you know what I mean, a new model, an actual new watch model, not an iteration or a minor update or a change to the movement. Of course, we see those every single year. Now, luckily enough, I was blessed enough to get hands-on with this absolutely beautiful watch. As you can see in the video right here, you can see, this was back in May, just a month after Watches and Wonders. The local Rolex authorized dealer to me usually do a Rolex roadshow a month or two after Watches and Wonders, and it was no different this time. They had so many of the new releases in, and we are going to look over every single one of these in different videos. But honestly, this one took my breath away. I, like many of you, absolutely luster over the beauty of the Audemars Piguet Royal Oak. Just the integrated bracelet, the way it hugs your wrist. And I say the way it hugs your wrist, I don't own one, okay? Many of us haven't been lucky enough to own one. I know we could all pick it up on the secondary market. Well, I say we can all, it's a pretty penny. For a pretty penny on the secondary market. But getting it at retail is quite a tough ask, especially if you haven't built up any sort of relationship with an Audemars Piguet dealer. I personally am truly a Rolex fan. I love the crown. Yes, I do love horology. I have many other watches outside of Rolex, but Rolex is actually my daily watch, a watch that I absolutely adore. And so Rolex creating this watch, for me, it was a no-brainer. I was like, I need to have this in my collection at some stage. And the reality of the fact is, we all know it's probably not going to happen for another couple of years, barring some degree of luck and really, really good fortune. But honestly, getting hands-on with it, so beautiful. The updated bezel catches the light much more than any other fluted bezel that Rolex has made. And I don't think the pictures or the videos that you see, or that I've seen anyway on YouTube, does this watch any justice. And I'm talking about in any metal, because obviously it was a pleasure seeing this watch in the stainless steel, because obviously it has the easiest price range for us to be able to attain it. But honestly, if I'm being completely honest in terms of what I think is the most beautiful, it's got to be the rose gold. The rose gold is absolutely stunning. Yes, it costs a pretty penny, but it is unreal. The color contrast between the chocolate of the rose gold to the whiteness of the dial, it's just absolutely magnifique. It is beautiful. And the weight, the heft of it, it allows you to know that you're carrying and wearing something of worth, of desirability, and an absolute engineering masterpiece. But we'll go back to talk about the steel one, because that is more so in the price range of the wider demographic, especially, of course, at retail. The polished center links, absolutely beautiful, catches the light unbelievably well, and the bracelet, for me, is the most comfortable bracelet that Rolex makes. Now, I think Rolex are the best bracelet makers when it comes to watches. For me, trying this on personally, this is the most beautiful bracelet in Rolex's entire catalogue. I'm talking, if I was to rank them all, I'll put the Land Dweller bracelet at number 1, then I'll put the Presidential bracelet as number 2, then I'll put the Jubilee bracelet as number 3, and then I'll put the Oyster Flex bracelet at number 4, and then I'll put the Oyster bracelet at number 5. And when I say Oyster bracelet at number 5, I do have quite a lot of Oyster bracelet watches. I do love an Oyster bracelet. However, when it comes to comfortability, that is what the ranking is. 5 for Rolex might be a 1 for a different watch brand. So, let me know what you guys think about and how you rank the different types of watch bracelets in the Rolex range. But this one is so beautiful. It hugs your wrist. It is like a combination of both the Oyster and the Jubilee bracelet in the flat nature of its design. It hugs your wrist so well. Now, this wasn't sized to me, but as you can see in the video, it looks like it is, because it just follows and traces the contortions of the wrist. And then when you end up taking it off and just looking at the back, the exposed open case back, it's so funny because us as watch fans, we absolutely love an open case back. We love it, all right? An exhibition case back. It's crazy that we love it so much, because it's like, when was the last time you looked at the back of your wristwatch? Probably just before putting it back in the case, or not even then, you probably didn't even recognize it. Now, a lot of people say Rolex's movements aren't the most beautiful. It's an industrial movement that's supposed to last a very long time, very durable. But this is absolutely stunning. Like, just being able to have a peek inside of what makes the wonder of your watch do what it does is brilliant. Rolex just pulling back the curtain and allowing us to look in awe and wonder at the mechanism that makes the thing that we love on our wrist tick. It is just beautiful. And I'm so glad that Rolex decided to put this across the entirety of the Land Dweller range. It doesn't matter if it's steel, if it's rose gold, or platinum. They have basically said that this watch as a whole is special. Rolex released an open display case back for the first time on the Platinum Daytona, one of the most desirable pieces and the absolute pinnacle of their range just a few years ago. It's the first time we've been able to peel back the curtain and see what happens beyond the steel or gold or platinum coin on the back of the sandwich case that we have here. Is on the steel version, it's on the rose gold version, and of course, it is on the platinum version. The fact that they put it across the entire range shows Rolex's own view at this model, how special it is going to be, and how well it's going to sit amongst the entirety of the Rolex range. And let's just talk about the dial. The way the dial itself also catches the light is absolutely beautiful. Initially, when we had a look at this kind of honeycomb type motif on this dial, some people were umming and ahhing about it, thinking, is there too much going on? The 6 and the 9, too much texture happening on the dial, and then stick batten dials as well as a 6 and a 9 on the dial. And obviously, some people are not huge fans of the Cyclops. For me, I know you're going to think, David, you sound like a Rolex fanboy. I kind of am. Let's be honest. Seeing this thing in person, it works absolutely perfectly, and I hope the videos that you're watching actually depict the same thing, because some people will say, well, I hope you don't, because you won't be going for the watch, which means it's more likely that I'll be able to pick one up. But for me, I just want everybody to be able to get the watch and go for the watches that they want to go for. And this is a watch that is high on my list. I'm not pressurizing my authorized dealer for it. I know that in due time, whenever that is, next year, the year after next, the year after that, it will come through in its due season. Obviously, right now it's around £13,000. We'd love to get it at this current price point, especially with the price of gold going up. And obviously, this watch has a gold fluted bezel and a white gold fluted bezel, I should say, and white gold hour markers and hands. And so it's likely that the watch, not likely, it's definite that the watch will go up in price at retail when it comes to January 1st. But at the same time, if I don't end up getting it this time round, my prediction at Watches and Wonders 2026, which I don't think it takes a rocket scientist to figure out, would be that we're going to see some brand new dials on this absolutely beautiful watch here. What type of dials do you think we're going to see? Let me know in the comments below. And let me know also what you think about this watch. Do you like it? Is it one that you're going for? If price wasn't an option, which one of the models would you prefer? The stainless steel, the rose gold, or the platinum? Let me know all of this in the comments below. Thank you once again for watching. Thank you for sticking around this long on the channel. Please, if you haven't done so already, hit that subscribe button. We spoke about a lot of things during this video. If you have any questions, drop it in the comments below. If you have any comments or suggestions for me to add to the channel, please feel free to put it down in the comments. I love hearing from you guys. Thank you for watching, and I will see you on the Wrist Club next time.